Hello and good morning, my fellow trucketeers. How the devil is everybody? Today is... Shit, what day is it? Wednesday. Yeah, because we started on the Tuesday. Easter bank holiday and all that. Yeah, today is Wednesday the 12th of April. I think that's right. Alright, you're just complaining because the wires are stretched slightly. You'll be fine. Yeah, and you find me in, is it Peas Pottage Services on the N23? Yeah, so we just stopped in here to have something to eat and have a quick 30-minute break to clear our driving time. Yeah, pissy little service this is it? Yeah, it don't help, it's full of wide loads at the moment. There's like 3 or 4 wide load trucks in here. Might even be more than that, not quite sure. Yeah, so the spaces are quite tight in there, to be honest, as it is, without them being around. That's fine. Looks like everyone's backing up on the roundabout now as well. Oh dear, dear. So, yeah, we just cleared our driving time. We've already done, what, about 3 hours driving today, I think? 3.5, something like that. Now, I went and delivered to hospital in Eastbourne, the same place I went to before. Yeah, so that was fun. I went to the same spot I did before, but found out that was wrong, so I had to sort of reverse out at an awkward bit. But just remember, I came out that really steep drive that time, wasn't it? The entrance to the car park. Well, they've built the solar panels a lot further back now that they're actually taking deliveries from the road behind, but I didn't know that, of course. So, of course, I've driven into the car park at, like, peak time in the morning. Because, well, I would have been there earlier today, but I had a blowout yesterday on the trailer. Yeah, the rear tyre on the curtain sider I had blew out on me, so, on the A31.
I got a problem.
Somewhere between the M27 and the A31 it went, I don't know where. But I noticed in the mirror that the trailer sort of looked like it was leaning slightly. Sort of looked like it was twisted slightly, so the back end of it looked like it was sticking out more than the bottom. So I thought, alright, something's up here, I'm going to carry on to the next lay-by, which wasn't far, I think it was like a mile. So then I had a car flash me, which meant nothing to me. I didn't have a clue what a flash means. You know, they flashed me and drove off. I was like, what were you flashing for? And then another car went by, and he flashed, pulled in front, hazards on, waved me into the lay-by, which I was going to anyway. So, but obviously he done a decent job because he actually made me aware there was something wrong. And just as I pulled in, the tyre decided to come half off the rim, so we were quite lucky in that one. We actually managed to make it to a lay-by rather than stopping on the dual carriageway, so it's right, mate, you just barge on in and cut the corner, that's fine. Yeah, so that was a bit of a calamity yesterday. Should have filmed yesterday. I mean, I wasn't going to film at all this week. I mean, you wouldn't have missed out any videos, but I was going to have a week off. So yeah, I've managed to do a trailer swap. Got as far as Ringwood last night after having the trailer sorted. So my boss, instead of me going all the way back to collect the trailer, my boss actually brought a trailer out to me. So we swapped. He took the other one back that I had after Rory came out and fixed her tyre. And then... yeah, well, I only got as far as Ringwood, whereas in reality, if I didn't have the blowout and I managed to get all the way back to the yard, I could have probably got about an hour further up the road from Ringwood, and I would have been to my drop about an hour earlier this morning, maybe. But, yeah, I don't know. Ifs, buts, and monkey nuts, isn't it? So, yeah, so I got to the hospital at 8 o'clock rather than 7 o'clock, which meant I hit all the traffic going in, but hey. But I've done that delivery, managed to reverse out, but I've started filming because I'm off to a machinery place to go collect a combine harvester auger. So just the spouty bit that spits out the fruity goodness. So, or the seedy goodness, or whatever you want to call it. That sounds wrong. Yeah, so I'm going to go pick up that, put it on the back of the trailer, because apparently it's only 20 foot, and then I got 13 packs of slabs, I think it was, or something, to collect in Colchester. So that's 2 loads I've got to collect to then go back somewhere or something. My boss said to ring him to let him know how much more space I got left on the trailer, but we'll see what happens with that. Because he might have something else I need to collect. So we're on our way up to somewhere up near Sittingbourne-ish sort of area in Kent to go collect this auger, so we're going to head on up there. So yeah, it's all been fun and a fair this week, and so far it's only the second day technically for me, because bank holiday Monday. I had a day off, it was great. So yeah, we're going to film Wednesday and Thursday and see where that gets us. So yeah, off to Kent somewhere. See you in a bit. Here we are, we're up in a place, we're just past Sheerness, so Sheerness is back that way. So we're at a place called East Church, is it? I think something like that anyway. It's near where we are. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it said, East Church. Yeah. That's a big old silage. Is that a silage pit? I don't know. Looks like it's going to be a pool of some sort, actually. Might be a slurry pit. Lovely. Let's go swimming in the slurry, darling. Separates the men from the boys. Right. Yeah, so we're only like 2 miles from the customer now. I'm going to go collect this auger for this combine. Now, it's 20 foot apparently, which is, what, about 6 metres, roughly? I think. Something like that. So we got that to put on, and then we got 13 packs of slabs to put on, which they're probably slightly smaller than a pallet size. So that's going to take up about 6 or 7 metres. So that's pretty much going to be the length of the trailer taken up. So boss still said to ring him, you know, if I've got any space left, but I don't think I'm going to be honest. Not a lot if I do. But we'll see. Yeah, East Church, there we go. Lays down. Around that sort of area. Right. Well, there's a prison out this way as well. The more you know. I don't have to deliver to that one anytime soon. Mind the other one done in the last video was quite easy because it wasn't actually in the prison grounds, so it was just in one of their car parks, which was nice. Glad I got a flatbed on as well, because it's going to be quite windy today, so I think playing around with a curtain side of the day is going to be more difficult than it needs to be. Gotta love a curtain sider on a windy day, yeah. Yeah. If I could, I'd do flatbed work all the time. But it's not always needed. And sometimes a curtain sider is required to keep stuff dry. So when it comes to doing fertiliser, I'd obviously prefer to do that on a curtain sider than having to sheet a load on a flatbed. I know some of you are like, oh, sheeting's a good old technique, blah, 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 blah. Not for me. It's like, yeah, let's just add an extra hour onto collecting this load than we should do. So that's not it. Yeah. I'll stick to my curtains when it comes to fertiliser, I think. Not that I can't rope and sheet. I mean, I've never done it, but oof, it's bumpy down there. You know, it's a case of popping a sheet on and tying it down, isn't it? So I can soon learn how to do a dolly knot. There's plenty of videos on YouTube if I'm somewhere that needs it. Never actually practiced it, to be fair. But I said if I have to do it, I'll do it. But why waste the time sheeting when I can just close a curtain so much quicker? So I think some of the old boys get a bit offended that their job is now easier than it used to be. Holding on to their pride. Just let go, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, is this it here? I think this is it. Looks about right to me. Right, shimmy on down here. Go do me collection. Well, there's two roads. Which one do we go? Treat it like a normal road, so we'll go down the left. Seems to be a bunch of trucks outside already. I don't really want to be barging in past anyone if I don't have to. Can't see what that sign says from here. Right, okay. Back up, move over, I guess. This place looks like another Aladdin's playground. Right. Let's mosey on over it and then we'll go and see someone in reception. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, there we go. Cheers. So, combine auger. So, it's obviously a bit roly-poly. Once we get some straps down on it, it will cut into the deck anyway, so it won't go anywhere. Double strapper. These straps are long enough. Not much weight in it. It's just awkward and movable. That hopefully won't go anywhere. So you should put blocks of wood and stuff, but there's literally no weight in that, it's not going to go nowhere. It's got 4 lots of straps on it for way more weight than what it is. Anyway, you probably can't hear me because of the wind. So. Righto, we are loaded. Now this truck's come down, he's in my way. Because obviously no thought of me coming in. I'll be able to squeeze that around him. Should open when I go so far forward, I think. We'll figure it out. There we go. Yeah, so we got the auger on, we got 2 straps double strapped over it, which is weight wise more than enough. There we go. It's a auger for a John Deere 620, which is obviously a combine. What one of them looks like, I have no. Well, I know what a combine looks like. What a 620 specifically looks like, I have no idea. But that's what it's for. It's It's a spinny, roundy, spirally bit that pushes stuff out the flingy with the stuff and the stuff into the trailers and supermarkets' food. Yeah. Thank you, farmers. You do a wonderful job. Fortunately, the supermarkets are squeezing the hell out of the farmers. Not on. Yeah. One day, we might go to a stage where there'll be no one there to farm because no one will want to do it because it's not worth it. We all got to eat. Stop squeezing the life out of them. Right. We are now heading off to Colchester to go pick up 13 packs of, I think it's slabs or something like that. Bricks, slabs, slate, concrete, biscuits, kangaroos, slabs of banana leaves. I don't know, I really don't know, I can't remember what it is. But I know there's 13 packs of it and I know it's in Colchester. So we're going to go there and get them on. When we can eventually get out of here, because I need both lanes to be able to get out. Come on, people. After this mini, hopefully. There's another car coming, but they're behind the bush, so I didn't see him. Shh. Plenty of room. Plenty of time for them to slow down. Right, so we're going to mosey up to Colchester. I will see you a bit later. Here we are up in near Colchester Way, wherever this bit of road is, the A120. Heading on the Church Lane. I'm on Coggers Hill Road or something like that. I don't know. But I got to go up here, go into the yard and see if I can get a collection. But we've been in a bit of traffic, so we've been held up a little bit, but that's no problem. 'Tis what 'tis. I've got to go in there and bellow some reference numbers at someone and they'll give me 13 packs of stone. It's stone I'm collecting, by the way. I'll stop at a services on the M11, I can't remember what one it is. And had a look, and yeah, stone I'm collecting. It's always fun when you got a delivery and it's on a lane. It always says lane. So, could be entertaining. I'm sure trucks go in and out of there all the time, so we'll soon figure it out when we get there. Have a little drive up and have a look, I guess. So when you get there, we're like, oh, you should have called beforehand. I don't have your phone number. I mean, I could look it up on Google Maps, but yeah. Seems like a bit too much effort. Tell you what, that wind is definitely picking up. Look at that rigid in front wobbling that around like crazy. Glad I don't drive a rigid anymore, because not that I had a problem with it, but you do get blown around a hell of a lot more than you do in these. I don't know, I think you just feel it more. Where it's bolted directly to your chassis, it wobbles around with you. Whereas on an Arctic, obviously the trailer's separate to the rest of the truck, so you don't get it quite as bad. I mean, it's bigger to catch the wind, so you catch the wind more, but I don't know. I definitely think you feel the wind more on a rigid anyway. Come on, it's literally your next left. We're 380 yards away. We're so close. Come on! Home. Well, I'm not going to get home. I'll get to Andover. We'll see. What have I got? 2.5 hours driving left? I need to have a break while I'm here as well. Well, I was laid by just down the road, but I've got like a 33 minutes driving left. So, yeah. When I'm done in there, I'm going to have about half hour. I'm going to try and get a 15-minute break while they load me, because obviously on my flatbed I don't have to do nothing until all the stuff's on. So I'm going to try and get a 15-minute break while they load me. I'm going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs for 15 minutes. And then I'm going to jolly off down the road and try and jump on one of the lay-bys. Hopefully I'll get the one before I run out of time. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll take 45 minutes to load me, but it's only 13 packs, so I can't see that happening. Places like this are generally pretty damn quick. Oof. That's quite a deep old drain. Come on, we're so close. What is it, roadworks or something? Or just weight of traffic? Oh, wheel spin. Grab a look at me. Yay. Up here somewhere then. Ah, this must be it there then. Delivery lorries, please enter. Park on right. Okay. Alright, park them right somewhere. I don't know. I'll park over here a minute. I'm just gonna jump in the middle of the yard for now. Wait till I see someone. Bet he's having fun with his curtains. I bet they're looking at me thinking, what the hell's he got an auger on for and coming in here? Right, I'm going to go see someone. I will see you in a minute. Alright. We're being loaded. We are currently on 23 minutes break. Oh, 24 minutes now. So he's still loading me. So when he's done, I'm going to ask him if I can sit here till my break's done. By the time he's done, I probably only have about 10 minutes left anyway, because he's just loading pack number 6 now. That's just going on. So we got another 7 to go on. So then once they're all on, I'll sit here, finish me 45. I might as well. They're not busy now, so I can't see them saying no. So I'll sit here till my break's done, then I'll strap up and bugger off. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a full break. I'm not going to make handover tonight because that's like 2 hours and 40 minutes away, and I've got 2 hours and 30 minutes driving left on a 10. So we're going to aim for Camberley tonight. So yeah, I think Camberley's going to be the way forward. And then how much fuel have I got? I should have enough fuel to get to Camberley. I'm not sure. I've got just under half a tank, so that should be plenty to get to Camberley, and then I'll fill up at Fleet in the morning and make our way to wherever it is we're going. My boss isn't sure whether I'm delivering these yet, because these blocks are going to Weymouth and then the auger's going down to Truro, so he's not sure whether I'm doing it yet or whether it goes back to the yard and someone else does it, so we'll figure that out. I mean, it makes sense for me to go to Weymouth because it's kind of on the way back to the yard, so yeah, we'll figure it out. Right, let's sit here for another 19 minutes and then we'll go get it strapped up. See when I'm leaving. Alright, we're good to go. We had 48 minutes break, 22 minutes of work. Which all worked out alright. So there was 13 packs put on originally, that was fine. But apparently the customer added an additional 10 packs onto the order. So obviously that wasn't known to us when we took the order on. So obviously we come up here with a 6 metre auger on the back and then expecting about 6 metres worth of slabs to go on, taking up 12 metres of a 13.5 metre trailer. So let's let this guy in. Come on. Is he going to go? Is he going to go back? He's going to let me out? He's going to be a good man, isn't he? He is going to be a good man. He's going to be a great man. Superb. Thank you very much. You're a star. Yeah, so we've gone from 13 packs to 24 packs. No, additional 11 packs, sorry. So there's 13 packs originally, and then there's an additional 11 packs to go on. Meaning, let's go again, let me go. I'll get in front of that van, we'll be right. Oh, we've all spinned. Cheers, buddy. She heavy. She ain't too bad. Yeah, so we've now got 24 packs of blocks on and an auger. So how did we get it on, do you ask? Well, turns out the packs of blocks are roughly Euro pallet sized. So we've managed to keep the auger where it was in the middle, and we've stacked blocks either side of the auger. So that's actually worked out pretty well, to be fair. Yeah, we've done a good job getting that on. So weight wise, the 24 packs of stone are 24 tons, so they're a ton a pack. And then the auger's about a ton, ton and a half. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's not very heavy. So, I mean, when the guy picked it up with a telehandler, it didn't even squish the tyres, so it can't be that heavy. It's just long and cumbersome. I mean, I managed to move it around on the bed, so it can't be that heavy. So yeah. Yeah, I'll show you when we stop later. So it's 2 hours and 9 minutes to Camberley, so that's where we're going to aim for. That's going to put me on. Sorry, it's confused me on the dash. Because my old DAF used to count up your driving time, so it used to count from 0 up to 4.5 hours. Whereas this one counts down from 4.5 hours, so it gives you your remaining driving time left. So it's just confused me because I've had a 48-minute break and it's telling me I've got 2 hours 36 driving left. Which is correct, because I've got 2 hours 36 driving left for the day. So I was expecting to see 4.5 hours there, that's why I sort of stopped for a second. So yeah, it's 2 hours and 8 minutes to Camberley, we've got 2 hours 36 of driving left to go for the day. So we got hopefully plenty of time to get there as long as we don't have any delays. I think the sat nav's taking us across the top of the M25, so fingers crossed we'll be alright. And then we'll fill up at Camberley in the morning. Camberley? No, fill up at Fleet in the morning. And then this has all got to go back to the yard for someone else to deliver. And then I've got to collect a flatbed to do something else tomorrow. So yeah. Fair fun times. So yeah, we got thrown a curveball and we dealt with it. And we still got it all on. No trouble. Job's a good one. Essentially 3 loads on one. Alright. Off to Camberley. I'll see you a bit later. Hello. So we've made it to Camberley in the usual spot as we are. Now, because of the way yesterday went with the puncher and everything, I didn't do me paperwork last night when I stopped. I just stopped and stopped. So I need to get all my details because our paperwork, I'll show you, involves us to fill out our hours. So start of duty, end of duty, our total hours for the day, how many hours driving it was, other work, period of availability, breaks, how many nights out we done, our expenses, etc. Yeah, that's one thing we do. And then the other one is this one where we write out our start and finish mileage and all that other good stuff, how much fuel we put in, this, that and the other. So obviously with today I can get most of my information up, so I've got to get yesterday's information up as well. So we'll do a printout for yesterday. So what we'll do is we'll go on the tachograph, tachograph, we'll press OK, print out driver 1, we'll press OK, driver 24-hour day, yep, OK, and then it asks us what day we want to print out. So we'll change it to the 11th, which was yesterday, we'll press OK, print out new TC, always print out new TC because then that gives you, that's a legal document. If you say no, it will print out in local time, which is not a legal document. So press OK, and then it will start printing. So that will print out everything for yesterday. Now you don't have to do a printout, so you don't keep wasting paper. You can look through essentially a printout on the tachograph machine itself, which is what I generally do to find out all my information. So when this actually comes out, I'll show you. Just cover up my details there. So this is a printout. So the bit at the bottom here, this is what shows you your driving time for the day, how many kilometers you drove. There's my start mileage and my finish. Is that? Yeah, my start and finish mileage, other work, rest, and all that good stuff. So you can essentially bring that all up on the tachograph machine itself, which we will do. So we'll go back, leave menu. Yeah, right. Press OK, and we'll press down, down again, entry, down again, down again, down again to display driver 1. So I'll press OK, display 24-hour day, OK, and we'll display today, displaying UTC. So we can now go down and select all of the information we need, and it goes down the list like it does in your tachograph printout. So it goes for everything that you've done during the day. Requires you to press the down button a lot, but then that's how many hours I've driven today. That's my other work for today, and that I haven't done on a POA because I don't use POA, it's a load of rubbish. So yeah, that's what we pretty much do. So first of all, I'm going to get out and we're going to have a quick look around the truck, make sure everything's all good. So we'll just have a quick look around the vehicle and we'll stop at the end of the day. So here's the load we got on. Just have a quick pull of the straps, make sure they're all still tight. So should have brought my camera out really. Take me thumbnail for the video. And there we go. So we managed to squeeze that up on there. So get up on the back of the trailer. Oh. See, managed to squeeze it right up through the middle of the packs of bricks, slabs. So yeah, it's worked out pretty well. Another plate's still there. That's that. Lights are all still working. So just have a general look around the vehicle, just a quick check. I'm not going to do like a full check like I would in the mornings. Just have a quick look around, make sure everything's alright, make sure there's nothing that we should be concerned about, that we could get something. It's always worth to have a look at the end of the night, because if you have a look around at the end of the night and you see a nail in your tyre, you can call someone out, they'll come and change your tyre that night. They don't have to disturb you in the truck, they can do that while you're having your rest. So you can get that done that night, you can crack straight on in the morning then. But everything all looks good to me. Yeah, so I'm going to go get my head down for the night, have some food, do my paperwork quick, and yeah, see you tomorrow. We'll start at 4 o'clock, get a nice early start, back to the yard, drop this trailer off, collect a Clacton-on-Sea, which is going to somewhere I can't remember. So yeah. Watching my lights from. See you later. Hi, hello and good morning. We're on to Thursday now, Thursday the 13th of April. So we left Camberley at 4 o'clock this morning. Wow, I got up at 4 o'clock this morning. On the dot pretty much. Put it on to other work, done my checks, left Camberley about 12 minutes past 4 I think it was. And filled up at Fleet. Look, the sea, lovely. It's nice when it's clear here. And it is now currently 6:53 and we're nearly back at the yard. Such a horrible view around here. Disgusting, isn't it? No, I just want to show off where our yard is. Look, that close to the sea. 5 minutes from the yard, you're at the beach. Not that I go to the beach often. Funny, you think if you live near a beach that you go to the beach all the time. Can't remember last time I went to the beach. A couple of years ago. Mind you, the last couple of years I've been building sheds and man caves, so I haven't really had time. I've been busy doing that. Ah well. I might go this year, we'll see. Right. So we got to go in here, we got to drop this trailer off, leave the paperwork with it for someone else to do, and then I've got to go in the workshop and pick up a curtain side that's down there, and then take that to Wareham to go load up. But can't remember exactly where I'm going. There we go. It's all quite shut up here at the moment. I guess no one's about at the moment, which is fine. Alright, where can we chuck this? Oh, not a lot of space here. I'll have to chuck it down the bottom in the puddle. Yeah, let's do that. Right, I'm going to get on and get this parked up. I don't know where he's going to want this. So he's going to want it over there on a tarmac. That might be better, wouldn't it? So I think someone else is going to come and grab this, so if we put it over there, I don't want to block in any of the cars. We'll figure it out. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Dropped the other trailer in the yard, as you saw. We've now hitched up the trailer 5, which is a curtain sider. It's one of our newer curtain siders that we have acquired. New to us, not brand new. No point buying brand new things. It costs too much money. Does the same job. So we are now going to Wareham to go collect a load from the usual customer in Wareham, which is going to Clacton-on-Sea. So, and then after that I got a collection out of Rochford, the usual place, Baltic Wharf. So again, it's alright, so everyone's letting me out, or just driving slow, I don't know. Yeah, so again, it's time to don the fake tan, the white teeth and bleached hair. Off to Essex. Right, I'm going to go get this stuff loaded up. I will see you when I am nearly there. Always fun to pulling out of there. You could be waiting 1 second, or you could be waiting 10 minutes. No in between. Here we are, heading down into Wareham. Oh, excuse me. We have a croaky throat this morning. On the way here, I stopped at the Gingerbread Cafe on the A35 as you're heading east out of Colchester. Got myself a breakfast roll, which consists of sausage, bacon, egg and mushrooms. Oh, lovely. Got a hot chocolate as well, because I was feeling a bit sweet this morning. Yeah, lovely little cafe. It's more like a sort of burger van sort of thing, but it's sort of built in, if you know what I mean. But all the meat and that's all locally sourced stuff, so it's really good. Oh, I clipped the roundabout, yeah. Didn't quite do that properly. Bit of a tight one, that one. Yeah, all the meat in there is all locally sourced and that. I think the eggs are as well. But they also sell chutneys and chicken eggs and some duck eggs. So I bought myself some duck eggs for the weekend so we can have them for our breakfast on Saturday. I'm looking forward to that. Nice little place. Recommend it. So if you ever head down Dorchester way, head east on the A35 and you'll pass the big lay-by on your left. Got a Gingerbread Cafe. Lovely. Right, so we're just going to head down here, but I'm a bit intrigued as to what's going to happen, because apparently the road that this customer I'm doing the collection on is shut, according to Google Maps and my sat-nav. It's saying the road's shut. Now the thing is, obviously that doesn't tell me which end it's shut at, because they're obviously digging the road up somewhere, that's why it's shut. So if they're digging the top end, then I'm going to have to go through a residential road to get to my customer, which is not going to be fun, and then I'll be blindsided into their yard. Though I could turn around in the little road at the bottom and then come back up. Thing is, the local council uses that estate for their a DB5. Nice. Don't see many of them going around anymore. I mean, you never did in the day anyway. Lovely. Anyway, distracted. Yeah, so their local council keeps all the bin trucks down there, so I'm hoping the top end of the road's still open, it's just the bottom end is shut. But we'll find out in a minute. Because otherwise I'm going to have to go for a 7.5 tonne limit for a residential road to get to the estate. Which also means I'm going to have to find somewhere to turn around if it is shut at the top. I'll figure it out. The thing is, I'll probably have all their signs and that in the way that I'm not going to be able to swing into the road. We'll figure it out in a minute. Mind you, that's just going off Google Maps and... Well, have they just come out of that road? I don't know. No, they haven't. I think it's the road further up. Yeah, so it could be interesting. Sorry, road chat. Well, I got a collection here, buddy. Tough. Alright, let's have a look. Still saying it's shut. There's cars parked on it, so that's a good sign, I guess. Road closed. Oh, right outside my customer as well. That's really helpful. Alright, we're going to have to figure this out. I'm going to have to stop behind these barriers and figure out where they're going to want me. Because this might make it very tricky to reverse into there. Like, nigh on impossible. We'll figure it out in a minute. Alright, mind you, they do have an extra bit round the corner where I can load up, so maybe they'll want me around there. Alright, let's go see someone. I'll go speak to them. And yeah, because there's no way I'm going to be able to reverse and buy that skip, not without knocking over their barriers and falling down the hole that they've obviously dug. Yeah, this could be interesting. Right, let's see what we're doing. slightly oversized, so we're going to put some that way and some the other direction. So they're on Euro pallets, which are 800 by 1200, so 800, 800, 1600, 1200. I can't do maths. 24. So 3 pallets that way is the same as 2 pallets lengthways. So we do 6 that way and 4 the other way, we'll be alright. If I get my arms around it, they're light enough to lift up. Take these off, don't need it. But I might as well take them off, I don't need them. They're light enough to move around, isn't they? Yeah. Yeah, no, truck it up here. I'll put 2 more this side and then put the other 4 the other way. Okay. Alright. Because all the straps are on a single rail, you got to do one side, one the other side, one side, one the other side, and muck around like that. So no point mucking around with that. So I'll do it when everything's on. I'll leave them ones there for now. I'll sort it out when it's on. Anyway, 3 more to go there. Strap them up. Got to have a half-hour break. I had a 15-minute break when I had my breakfast, so once this is on, I'll get a half-hour and then bugger off. So I'll leave that there for now. See you in a bit, I guess. See you when I'm on my way. Someone's slacking, he ain't bought the other 3 out yet. Righto. Nearly ready to go. Got a little bit, we're on 45 minutes now. Just wait. It's always the longest minute to wait for the 46. There we go. We're ready to go. Always wait for it to take over 46. I'll tell you why in a bit. So, we got loaded up with the extra few pallets left. Got it all strapped up, walked up to the office, grabbed the paperwork, whacked it on brake for half hour. And now we're on our way. The van's kind of on the corner, which is kind of in my way. Where's he going? Oh, he's backing up there, is he? Good. Hit the pavement over here. Ooh. Curb was a bit bigger than I thought. Be right. Sorted. Alright, so the reason you wait for 46 minutes is sometimes the tachograph machines, depending on that. I found a lot of the newer ones tend to count. So when it ticks over to 45 minutes, that means it's already counted that 45. Some of the older ones used to mean that's the start of the minute. So if you went off straight away, it wouldn't have counted a full 45, it would have counted the 45 as 44 minutes because it's classing that 45 as the start of the minute, not the end of the minute. So a lot of people used to drive away at 45 and then found out they had no brake. So they used to bugger them up. So that's why a lot of the times it's best to wait for 46 minutes just to doubly make sure. I mean, I know my last truck and this truck, you can literally leave as it clicks over 45 because that means that's the end of that minute. So yeah, it weren't too bad, but even though I still wait for the 46, you know, if you only have a 15-minute break, wait for 16 minutes. You're having a 30-minute break, wait for 31 minutes. If you're having a 45-minute break, wait for 46 minutes. A 9-hour daily rest, wait for 9 hours and a minute. Or 11-hour daily rest, wait for 11 hours a minute. 24-hour weekly rest, 24 hours and a minute. 45-hour weekly rest, 45 hours and a minute. Yeah. So it's always best to wait that extra minute because that could save you a lot of hassle. Like I said, the newer trucks ain't usually that bad. I always found the newer trucks generally, it counts the minute as the end of the minute. Yeah. So yeah, don't get yourself stitched up with that. Anyway, we're loaded with our 10 pallets of very, very, very light stands of some sort. I can't remember what they said in the box now. The stand, like calendar stands and that, so they're like white metal wire frames. Literally, the heaviest part about the pallets is the pallet themselves. The goods on them weigh literally nothing. They're big boxes of air and a little bit of wire. That's it. So, yeah. Weight-wise, you could get it on a car. But, wow. Yeah, what? 10 pallets, 20 kilos a piece, 200 kilos. That's the weight of 2 15-stone blokes. The actual boxes and the wire work themselves, probably about 10 kilos a pallet, so that's probably another. So it's about the weight of 3 15-stone blokes I got on the back of my trailer. It's ridiculous. There's no weight to it whatsoever. So yeah, nuts. Yeah, so this is going to Clacton-on-Sea, which I've never been to before, which is on Skelmersdale Road. So the other end of the country from Skelmersdale, but apparently there's a road in Clacton-on-Sea. So yeah, so we're going to go there. It looks like a very, very small estate. I've got to deliver these, so that should be fun. They're probably expecting them to come on a 7.5 tonner or something, which they'd quite easily fit on. But no. Send an Arctic. It's fine. We'll manage it. I think I'm going to park outside the estate and have a wander in, find the customer first, and then see what they want me to do. Because the estate seems to loop around, but it looks like I can get in the first entrance, but it looks like the second entrance might be a little bit tight to get around, to get in and out of. So it might be a case of parking out the front and reversing in, or unloading it from the road, or I don't know. So we'll have to figure out when we get there. Anyway, it's about 4 hours and 18 minutes away from here. So we're gonna shoot on up the road. We'll have a 15-minute break on the way in case we hit traffic and have to have another 30, so we don't shoot ourselves in the foot. But I'm guaranteed between here and there, considering I've got to go around the M25 and all that, I'm gonna hit more than 12 minutes of traffic. So yeah, we're gonna have to stop for another 45 somewhere. When I get there as well, I'm gonna be on like, ooh. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be on at least 8 hours driving while I get there, and it's a case of how long it takes to get from there to Rochford to do my collection. I might be staying at the port for the night. I think you're right to stop there for the night. I hope so, because there's not really much places nearby I can stop at. So, yeah. Like I say, I think it's going to be at least an hour down there from where I'm doing this delivery, so see what happens. And then I believe that's going to Southampton tomorrow. Anyway, I'll leave it here for now. I will see you when later on. Yeah. Alright, here we are coming into Clacton-on-Sea. That's what it's called, isn't it? Yeah, many hours later. Near enough 5 hours later, because I had to have a 45 in total. I had a 15 at Winchester Services, and then had a 45 just down the road, because I would have been literally 1 or 2 minutes over a 4.5 hour drive to get here, which is not ideal. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'll be able to sort of stop anywhere near here for half an hour. It looks like it's on a tiny little road, which is not ideal. Let's go. Car's going slow, so we'll make a quick dash because we're light and we can get moving sharpish. Yeah. So I made the executive decision to have a break before I got here and went over my 4.5 hours anyway. So yeah. Yeah, it's currently what, 10 to 3. So yeah. Whew, getting on a bit. Now the thing is, my collection's in Baltic Wharf, which according to Google Maps is an hour and 20 minutes away. Now generally on Google Maps, for every hour add on 15 minutes, and that's roughly how long it'll take you to get there in a truck. So if we say add on 20 to 25 minutes, we're looking at an hour and 40 minutes to get there. And I'm currently on 8 hours driving right now. It's literally just ticked over to 8 hours on the dot. So it's going to be a bit tight to get there. I'm not going to get loaded tonight because I'm pretty sure they stopped loading at 3:30, and as I said, it's already 3 o'clock. So yeah, that'll have to be loaded in the morning, which, well, that's fine, don't really bother me. Get loaded and then have a bit of a drive in the morning, and yeah, get down to Southampton, get it off. Yeah, got plenty of time to get back to the yard. That's not an issue. Just a case of getting the stuff on, getting it delivered tomorrow, and then getting back. Well, it's not really going to be an issue. Got plenty of time to do it. Shouldn't have too many issues anyway. Alright, we're nearly down where we need to be. I mean, literally a stone's throw from the water. I have a feeling this place is not going to be suitable for HGVs, or Arctics at least, but we'll figure it out when we get there. I might just drive in and ask him if he can watch me out onto the road. Alright, that's not ideal. Go, go, go. Alright. This road here, is it? This is Skelmersdale Road. Oh, there's an estate down here somewhere. Don't think that's it, is it? No, that's a train station, John. Ah, this is it, yeah, this little turn in here. Ah, this is not ideal, is it? This is tiny. I'm going to have to pull over here a minute, I think, and then go speak to someone. Yeah, Christ, that's going to be a job to get in there, isn't it? So, put my hazards on. Go speak to someone. Unit 29 apparently. Let's get a bit close to that curb. Not too close to the island, other vehicles get around me. I know we're on double yellows, not ideal, but gotta do what we gotta do. Let's get forward a bit. Yeah. Yeah, 29. There we go. Yeah, that's them there. Right, so I'm gonna go pop across into there and go find someone. I'll see you in a bit. Alright. Plug my phone in. That's that one done. Now this is going to be interesting because I'm heading to Baltic Wharf and my sat nav saying it's an hour and 50 minutes away. I think I just have enough driving time to get there, though I know when I do get near the area I can actually shave off a few minutes in the actual wiggly road bit, so it doesn't actually take as long to get through there as the sat nav says. But yeah, so I was going to film the reverse in there, but it was a bit rush and going. Mate, he wasn't expecting the stuff and all had to be handballed off, and it was a bit like, get the truck in, we'll get it off. So yeah, no time to mess around with cameras today, I'm afraid. But I literally went into the road that was opposite it and just reversed across that road into it, so that was the easiest way. That road was pretty quiet, so I didn't have any worries about that. If it was a busy road, then I would have tried to spin round and then gone in on my good side, because it was relatively tight to get in and not a lot of room to squeeze the trailer around. So I think I did what was best anyway. But yeah, not ideal when they turn around and say I wasn't expecting it. Apparently they were expecting 4 boxes, which was 2 pallets, not 10 pallets worth, but up on the curb because of that black van being there. Yeah, so yeah, that was a bit more tricky than it needed to be. So we are now going to head on off to the Baltic Wharf. Yeah, we're on 8 hours and 4 minutes driving, and it's an hour and 50 minutes to collection point. So we got like a 6-minute window at the moment. So hopefully we don't get too many hold-ups, if any at all. Otherwise I might have to consider stopping somewhere for the night and then driving in the morning. Which, obviously, doing that could lead me somewhere a bit dodgy to park for the night, but we'll see how we get on. I mean, we're going to be there right on rush hour as well, which is not going to help. Alright, you're indicating that way, that's fine. Alright, so we're going to crack on the Baltic Wharf. I will see you, hopefully in a couple of hours. Unless I run out of time. Well, it'll still be a couple of hours, but yeah. I'll see you in a bit. Yeah. Alright, boys and girls, we're we're down to the wire at the moment. Now, when I left the customer in Clacton-on-Sea, yeah, whatever it's called, I had about a 6-minute window to get here. By the time I got out to the dual carriageway, I made up a few minutes, so it gave me like a 10-minute window to get to the customer here, which is fine. Hit about 2 minutes traffic near Colchester, that's fine. So it took me down about 8 minutes, made up about another 2 minutes somewhere, and then I come through Southend-on-Sea pretty much at the very start of rush hour. So that has eaten away at my time a little bit. So I'm now, well, my sat nav's quoting me I'm going to be 4 minutes over a 10-hour drive to get to my customer, and I don't think there's anywhere else I can stop on the way between here and there. So I'm going to carry on. I think that's going to be the best bet. I know the squiggly road bit that leads up to the Baltic distribution centre. I know I can get through that quicker than what the sat nav quotes. The sat nav quotes a basic time for squiggly roads. I know I can shave about 10 minutes off getting back to the yard from either Honiton through Axminster Way or coming via Southampton sort of Ringwood sort of way. I know that each one of them I can shave about 10 minutes off, and I'm pretty sure I can shave a few minutes off going this way. Obviously I don't want to go over a 10 because it's going to leave an infringement on my card, which a few minutes isn't a big deal. They wouldn't really look at that, you know. DVSA officers are generally quite understanding that stuff like this does happen. Obviously I've been planned very, very well up until I come through what about, what did I say, I was like 10 minutes. So it's eating up nearly 15 minutes coming through Southend-on-Sea, which is obviously putting me late. But like I said, I don't think there's anywhere I can stop through Rochford all the way out to this customer, and there's literally nowhere in Southend-on-Sea I can stop that I know of anyway. So I'm pretty sure there was a lay-by along here somewhere, but I don't think it's adequate for me to stay in, or it's further back. There might not actually be one, to be fair. It might be a bus stop I'm thinking of. So I'm just going to have to carry on now. Just going to have to hope that I can make up 4 minutes through this twisty, windy road bit. I know I can make a few minutes up, I always do. You know, don't even have to rush. Always make a few minutes up, but like I said, literally nowhere to stay now. If I knew I was going to hit that much traffic, the thing is, the sat-nav didn't tell me I had that traffic until I was pretty much in it. So at that point, otherwise I would have stopped on one of the A roads on a lay-by, which around here is probably not a good idea. To be fair, I'll probably wake up with no fuel and have my curtains cut, even though I'll have my back doors open and all that good stuff. So yeah. So as far as I was aware, I planned and had 10 minutes spare, but it wasn't to be. So we now got 16 minutes left, and it's quoting me 18 minutes to get there. So we'll see how that goes. Right, 15 minutes to go. Wish me luck. I'll see you when I'm nearly there. Righto, we are nearly there. We're gonna make it. Drama almost over. Yeah, I've not been going too fast along here because it's really greasy out. It's not worth it. I know I can make up time along this bit of road because you just do. I mean, I don't even hit the speed limit anywhere along here because you just can't, because it's too bumpy, especially when you're loaded as well, your trailer. But you can always shave a couple of minutes off from what the sat nav quotes. So it's all good. So I've actually knocked back about, coming through the town there as well, probably knocked back about 6 or 7 minutes. So far so good. So we've got 4 minutes till we get there, and we've got 5 minutes driving left. So but I still got to drive across the yard, I think. Oh no, sat nav actually puts me a little, doesn't actually take me to their gate, it takes me somewhere else. So we should actually have plenty of time. So I don't know what I've been worrying about and creating all this drama over nothing. Nah, it is always a bit of a concern when, you know, you plan something out. Like I've said before in the past, I know people said, oh, you obviously don't plan very well if you're going over your time or doing this or doing that, blah 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 blah. Don't park in laybys. Well, the best laid plans go to waste. Always. There's always something to happen, you know. There's been times when I've been like, right, I'll head there, but if this happens, I'll head there. If that happens, I'll head there. And then it's been even worse than that, and I've had to stop way before any of that. And it's like, well, I'm literally in a lay-by on the side of the road, like a foot away from people going 70 mile an hour past me, you know, and I've got to sleep in that. All because it just goes to bits and pieces, really. Tits up a bit, another way to say it. Welcome to the trucking industry where nothing is certain. So yeah, I mean, if you plan yourself a 10-hour working day, which I'm sure some of these people do, I don't work any more than 10 hours in a day, well, you're always going to get yourself parked up and stopped somewhere early, aren't you? But not always the case when you're like me and you're not scared of working a few extra hours here and there. But I'm already over a 15 today, so that's my 3 15s used up this week, considering I've worked Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday so far. I've used both me 10-hour drives now, because we're at 9 hours 57. Literally just ticked over 9:57, so now we've got to go in here and park up. The gate is open, so I'm going to pull right up to their barrier at the end there. I'm going to go get myself booked in, so when I stop I'm going to get out and get myself booked in, and then spend the night here. I'm quite tempted to put the trailer legs down and just unhitch from the trailer, because it can be quite windy here, so I don't want to be shaking around too much tonight, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, Yes. We'll see what happens. We're all good. 9:57 on the daily drive, 3 minutes left. It's going to take over in a minute. I'm going to literally stop here at the waiting bit, because I know they're not going to load me tonight. I'll be very, very shocked if they call me in, but even if they do, I ain't got the driving time to do it, so... I mean, yeah. So yeah, that'll do me. We've made it. I'll just prove it to you. Drive time remaining, 2 minutes. It's literally just ticked over, so it's not going to go any further now. Yeah, 9 hours 58 for today. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. Oh, nightmare. Right, I'm going to go in the office, speak to someone. Maybe get booked in ready for the morning. Because they ain't going to let me know, so yeah. Right. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Yeah, so if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. That is entirely up to you. Also, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. It doesn't cost you nothing. And then you can see when my videos are released. If you don't want to do that, my videos are released at 6 PM anyway, regardless, every Monday. So yeah, there is that. Also, share my channel with someone you think might like it, and leave a comment. Yeah. How many times have you sort of like thought you wouldn't have made a 10, or you did make a 10, or you've gone over a 10? I've been over a 10 once, and that's purely because I pulled into Lynn to park, and I drove around about 3 times trying to find a space, and then eventually found a space, and I stopped on 10, and then it ticked over 10:01. That's the only time I've gone over a 10. Gone over a 9 loads of times, because I've gone over a 9 today, but I've had 10s left whenever I've gone over a 9, so that's not really an issue. And I've gone over a 4.5 a handful of times, so nothing major. But only by a few minutes here and there. It's never been anything more than 5 minutes I think I've gone over. But if you do, you just write on the back of a printout. Anyway, I'm going to go sort this out. Take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely. Thanks for trucking around with Jono, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.